Hey, what is up guys, Kita Rock here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. So today's video we're going to talk about the raids, the current total assault Hieronymus. So let's talk a little bit about this, but before we start off with today's video, I just want to show you guys a little bit of strategy of how you can approach this as a new player. Alright, so this is going to be much more of a beginner's guide rather than like an advanced guide. Let's jump into it, right? So I want to show you guys one very important thing right now. As you can see, this is my account. I'm still level 87. Now some of you guys might be lower and that's totally fine. Now you can see my dress Hina is level 1. Alright? So you don't really need your own dress Hina to be able to beat Hieronymus Insane. And it's something that's very doable. Like I mentioned, alright, if you guys are new, especially, please take advantage of the club or the friends. Alright, so let me show you guys how you can do this. So we're going to jump into the total assault and I want to show you guys my team and I'm going to give you guys some suggestions and replacements. Now we're focusing on the insane Hieronymus for now. I will try to do a torment guide later on. So as you can see, it's very doable with these characters right here. Now a lot of these students right here, they are free and accessible to a lot of players. So what am I talking about? We're talking about Koharu and Azusa. But I'll try to give you guys some alternatives as well, so hopefully you guys get an idea a little bit. The pretty much staple, something that's very useful across all raids, is going to be Akko and Himari. Now you will see Akko and Himari across all the boards. The reason why is Akko is a very strong crit damage buffer and crit rate buffer. Himari is going to be a very strong attack buffer, and also Himari has the ability to give cost recovery, which is very important. You want to be able to stack that alongside with, in this case, Swimsuit Hoshino's cost recovery as well. As you can see, Swimsuit Hoshino doesn't have the, terrain advantage. We are going to get that sad face right here, but it doesn't matter. Alright, she is so broken, and you can see right here, increased attack of all allies within circular area. Alright, we're going to be able to increase explosive effectiveness and we also get more cost recovery while EX skill is active. Now this is pretty much in line with what I mentioned before regarding the top priority for you to reroll. Akko, Himari and Swimsuit Hoshino is by far going to be more useful. Now let's talk about Koharu and Azusa. Alright, so in case you guys are not aware, let me just show you guys right here in the shop. Now Koharu and Azusa is pretty much free if you play the game somewhat, right? Now if you go to the total assault right here, you can see you are able to buy Koharu's Aleph and Azusa's Aleph. So eventually you will be able to unlock them if you've been playing the game for a little bit. Now the truth is, there are also some replacements for both Koharu and Azusa. Now another option for Koharu, alright, you want a healer, alright, specifically one healer, preferably an AoE healer, so that you can, you'll be able to settle that. Believe it or not, Koharu is not the best option. She's a decent option, I would say, but she's not the best option. But if you have this other character called Kokona, then you can consider using her. Now Kokona is also another healer. She's going to be harder to obtain, right? Some players might not get her build and stuff, but as you can see, mine is, I believe, 4-star right now. Decent, alright. She is going to be a 2 cost, but she can recover 1 ally, but at the sacrifice of, slightly less HP overall. She can also try to decrease everybody's, EX skill with this particular sub-skill. So that's going to be something that's very helpful as well. Now another option is going to be a Tracksuit Mari, which I believe I've used her before, but I try not to talk about her too much because Tracksuit Mari is a healer, but she is limited. So if you didn't play back then, during the Tracksuit Yuka banner, you're probably not going to have her, right? Plus, it's more restrictive because Tracksuit Yuka banner appears alongside with Tracksuit Mari. Like Tracksuit Yuka is much more of a way more priority, right? So that's that, right? So Koharu is a good option if you don't have Kokona. Tracksuit Mari can be used as well if you happen to play back then. Now, as for Azusa, if you did not have Azusa, another alternative to replace Azusa is going to be Dress Akko. Alright? So you can use Dress Akko, similar stuff, but you don't have to use the EX skill. You just need to this particular skill, alright, the basic skill, so that you're able to decrease enemies' defense. Alright, same concept for Azusa. And your main DPS in this case, Dress Hina, we're going to borrow someone's one. Alright, you can see I have come to the assistant setting right here. So I will be using someone else's students. Alright, let me try out Arcade. This is from my club member. So we're going to have a Dress Hina right there. Alright, just like that. This is so easy. I just literally got a max UE50, max T8, max skills, everything Dress Hina that I don't have to build. I literally just borrow this from my club. Alright, so it's like a lot of people underestimate the power of being able to borrow this from your friends and stuff. So I do think that, take advantage of this. Starting skill, you want to go with Swimsuit Oshino, Ako, and Koharu, and you will see why shortly. Alright, so I will show you guys the rotation on how to do this in particular. So hopefully you guys will get a better idea. Now you can only borrow 1 unit, so if you miss out on the other students, it's going to be harder. Alright, so the first thing that obviously you want to do is you're going to start off with Swimsuit Hoshino. Alright, so we're going to try out the cost regen first. Now notice there's 2 lanterns, right? The left lantern and the right lantern. The green one and the red one. So what is the difference? The green one, every time you heal this lantern, you want to heal with Koharu like that. Every time you heal and it shoots out this green thing, it will apply a debuff on the boss. The boss is going to take more damage. Now as for the red one, this one, you want to hit it 1 time. Alright, so that you are able to... it also applies, I believe, defense reduction on the boss. Let me see. Alright, so we're going to go Aku Himari on Dress Hina. Now we're going to activate Dress Hina. I will use the first shot on this red lantern. Boom. And then 2 more shots on this guy. Bam. 1 more shot. Boom. Okay, decent damage right there. I'm going to use Azusa because I'm stacked in terms of skill. So now notice there's a timer here. Every time you see a timer, use Koharu to heal the character. If you heal them to full, then the timer disappears. So that's the whole objective. The reason of the timer right there. So we want to time this in accordance. We're gonna go Ako. We're gonna go Himari. Okay, we're gonna go Dress Hina. Just nice. The boss is being stunned. We got the groggy bar up. Ideally, you want to go for 3 shots, I think. Boom. 3 shots. Every time Hina is gonna be able to fire 3 shots. Gonna go Azusa again. Okay, so try to heal a lantern. Come on. That was so close. Alright, let's go Ako. We got too much. The cost regen is so fast, man. It's so fast. 1, 2. Oh, I got 1 more shot. So Dress Hina stays in her position until she fires 3 shots. You can see she stays at the back. It's quite funny. 3 shots. Which is why she's not that good in story because of that. That is one of the, a main reason of why is that, right? So we're gonna go Ako first. Buffing her again. And then we're gonna go Himari. And then of course Dress Hina, right? Okay, let's see. Fire the shot. Fire 1 more shot. And fire 1 more shot. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to heal everyone. Ooh. Koharu is dead. Koharu is dead, but it doesn't matter. At this point, so if you don't heal the timer on the head, right, you see the timer on the head and you don't heal them to full, the timer will not disappear, and therefore, they will most likely die from the damage. It's quite a high damage skill actually from the boss. Okay, so as you can see, very, very doable with me not having a Dress Hina at all. Alright, I somewhat borrow a completely DPS character. And for a lot of new players, this is how you want to approach most raids. You want to build your own supports, in this case Ako, Himari, Swimsuit Oshino, and then borrow the DPS character. Now Dress Hina is going to be good right now in this particular raid, right? Hieronymus. And maybe the next one, which is Kaiten. The next 2, they basically set it up so that, Dress Hina is the perfect element, right? But what if a yellow raid comes? For example, Bina, or even like HOD. Then you're going to need Mika. And if you don't have Mika, now you invested in the Dress Hina, there's only good in like 2 or 3 raids. There's going to be multiple different other raids coming down the road. So ideally, as a new player, way more cheaper for you to invest in supports and then borrow your friends' characters. And hopefully you guys, take advantage of that, add friends as well. So yeah, I hope this gives you guys a little bit of an idea. I will definitely work on a Torment guide as well for those of you who are looking to be in the top ranks. But if you are a beginner, right, try to see if you can push up to Insane. If you can't, that's fine, don't be ashamed. But Extreme and Insane, I would say, try and see if you can take advantage of this, right? A lot of you guys are not going to have a Dress Hina that's built, and that's fine, right? If your Dress Hina is not T8, your Dress Hina is like T4, T3, just borrow someone else's one. You're gonna see the difference, alright? If your skills are not max specs on your Dress Hina, don't even bother building her. This is what I'm doing. This is like my advice, and I'm literally applying my own advice, which is why my Dress Hina is still level 1. Because I can't UE 50 her yet, right? I can only, at most, UE 40 her. I'll leave her there for now. I don't want to waste too much resources. We gotta be smart with how we... be smart with the resources and stuff. With that being said, that's gonna be it for this particular video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a nice day and goodbye.